Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Take on Tottenham. My name is Ben, and this is my take on Tottenham and full-time result in the Carabao Cup semi-final, second leg. Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1, 3-0 aggregate score. Let's just talk about it because it wasn't a particularly great great game. It wasn't a particularly great tie from Tottenham's perspective. And yeah, just tonight wasn't any better. You're hoping for some sort of reaction, maybe to the weekend, because I think everyone knows that great to get the win in the end against League One strugglers Morecambe, but the performance itself was horrible, and you just sort of hope for a reaction, and unfortunately, just nothing came to fruition, anything like that. We'll get into it. So, first half, again, as well, I really feel like we need to really point out in this game that we're going into this tie already behind. We're going in 2-0 down. So, really, you need to, hit the ground running, start fast, and just. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And to be honest, I felt defeated as soon as I saw the team sheet. And I've got to say, and I'm not one at all in any position in life to question a manager like Antonio Conte, because who am I? I'm just some random guy on the internet, on YouTube, doing videos with a notepad on my sofa. Not at all got any right to question Mr. Conte. But I thought he got it wrong tonight. I really did. I thought the team selection was poor. I thought it was wrong. I thought it was almost like a team selection of let's just get this out of the way. Let's show something, but let's just get this out of the way because we know we're not going to go through. And to me, that's not great. I mean, I doubt he's had that mindset, but the team selection warranted that sort of feeling. Galini over Lloris, I didn't particularly like that. Second leg of a semi-final, a half-time in the tie, 2-0 down. It's not impossible. It's hard, but it's not impossible to overturn it. Or even just draw level. And potentially penalty shootouts. I'd rather have our number one, France's number one. I don't know. I've not been too convinced by Galini anyway. Again, tonight further proved that. But for me, it was a no-brainer to just have Lloris in there. But Galini was in. Doherty back in the squad somehow. I don't know what it's being based on. It can't be form. It is some form in his contract that says he has to play certain games. I don't know, but to add insult to injury, they stuck him left back again. I've said so many videos. I've got so many issues with Doherty at left back. Just Doherty on the pitch in general, but Doherty at left back is woeful. It's so bad. And Tanganga as well. If we're basing it off form, what form? I don't know. And I thought it was a bit unfair on Sessegnon, because while Ryan Sessegnon had an up and down game against Morecambe, at least he provided some hope, some going forward, some optimism, some wanting to succeed. Sessegnon didn't even start. I thought that was really weird. And that's it. I've spent 4 minutes, nearly 5 minutes talking about just the starting lineup. Yeah, Spurs. Where do I begin? Like I said, they started off okay, better than the first leg. Had a free kick 7 minutes in, right on the edge of the box, and once again, I just looked away. I looked away because I knew we weren't going to score it. I don't know why, anybody ever gets excited when we get a free kick, because we never score them. Because we don't have a set piece taker. We don't have an Ericsson anymore. We don't have someone who can take set pieces. Kane takes penalties, yes. But that's it, really, with that. Kane can't take free kicks every single time. They either go in the wall or he goes on the keeper's side so they get saved. Like I say every single time, every single video, I find myself saying that Harry Kane has not scored a free kick since the first season that he came through under Poch. That long ago. And that free kick took a deflection. It was against Villa. Oh, God, it's so bad. Why is Kane on free kicks? Why? Harry Winks has scored an equal amount of free kicks, I think, from that one against Morecambe last week. Yeah, not good. It hit the wall, of course it did. One thing that I was quite impressed with, even though it was a terrible bit of play, but I was impressed with the work rate of it, because that's how many positives we're taking from this video. Winks lost the ball at one point, and unlike most in that squad who just kind of just shrug their shoulders and run a little bit, Winks lost the ball, and as soon as he lost it, he got his head down and just went straight back in for it. And I just appreciated that work rate. Just going to be honest. Galini made a really, really great save against Lukaku. Really, really good save, actually. It was really, poor defending from Ben Davies, who looked like a year 3 student trying to take on a year 11. And Lukaku really good shot at Galini, who made a very good save. I have to give him that. But then Galini showed his other side. There was a goal, came from a Chelsea corner. Tanganga completely just marking shadows or ghosts or someone who's maybe, I don't know, was wearing blue. I don't know who he was looking at, but he was so far away from Rudiger. He just completely lost him. And that's not the first time. Tanganga's just got now this reputation in the last number of games he's played in that his marking's been absolutely abysmal. Like, I've seen, like, I don't know. You see better defending in Sunday League sometimes. I know that sounds dramatic, but I really think you do. It's really bad. He lost the ball and Galini came out to punch it and missed it as well. And there we go, goal 3-0. And really, you're looking at tie over there. You're looking at maybe damage limitation. Luckily, Chelsea kind of took their foot off the pedal. If Chelsea had really been on it, this could have been a bloodbath over both legs. Sanchez just kept giving the ball away. Doherty got the ball at one point under absolutely no pressure and took so long on it. He made pressure for himself and then lost the ball, which was great. Tanganga, just no awareness. He was trying to bring the ball down. He just had no awareness and then somehow conceded a foul from it. Kane and Højbjerg had 2 big chances. One got deflected and another one right on the back post. Kane just missed it, really close, but seemed to be one of those nights. And then I think VAR got involved because there was a penalty. I'm getting confused now because I know there was 2 penalty shouts. It was the Højbjerg one. Look, I ain't going to blow smoke up anyone's arse. It was absolutely 100% not a penalty. Højbjerg tripped over himself and that was it. It wasn't a penalty at all. VAR got it 100% right. Second half, no improvement. Another VAR decision, penalty decision. And again, I know I questioned the referees a couple of weeks ago because I thought the quality was really poor. And I just looked at that decision. I was like, how was Andre Mariner awarded that as a penalty? I was like, I could see it from where I was that Kepa had made a really good save, tackle, whatever on Lucas. So that's not a penalty. But no, he awarded it. It went to VAR. They overturned it. Again, absolutely agree. Right decision, correct decision, not a penalty. I'm actually annoyed at that second decision. Not at the ref or anything like that. I'm annoyed at Spurs because Spurs had a chance of a 3-on-1. They were 3-on-1. You had Kane. I can't remember who was on the other side. It might have been Emerson, maybe. You had Kane, Emerson, and Lucas 3-on-1. And still they ballsed it up. And they had to rely on hoping to get a penalty. And they just messed it up. It's so poor. It's so poor. There was no improvement. Emerson had a really good header. It was a really good Kepa save. But that was about it. And then had an absolutely abysmal cross. Brilliant ball through from Winks. And the cross just went so far over. I think Spurs did score with Kane, and then it offside, and VAR proved it again, offside. What annoyed me, and I stopped writing after that because I was just absolutely bored. There was nothing wowing me. Spurs had a really good period 60 minutes in. They really did. They had a really good period. They seemed to be... Momentum was there. They were creating more chances. Chelsea were soaking up the pressure. Not, I wouldn't say they weren't, struggling or anything, but they were soaking up the pressure quite well. Kepa was making a couple of saves here and there. Spurs were looking like if they could get a goal, and you never know what might happen. You never know. Nothing happened, obviously. But what I really really question is why they decided to start playing, start trying to look like they were bothered about taking part in this 2-leg tie of theirs 60 minutes into the second leg. What is that all about? Really, come on, what is it all about? I don't know. There's so many fringe players and stuff in that team that just, they get all these opportunities and they just don't take them. And Matt Doherty, I ain't going to lie, I won't be disappointed if I don't see him in a Spurs shirt again. I think that's quite likely, actually. Japhet Tanganga needs to get a grip. I really like Tanganga, and I hate criticising him, but he's been so poor lately. Kane looked like he wanted to try tonight, but nothing was feeding that way, And I think even if we'd had Sonny, I don't think it would have changed at all. Yeah, poor night. Poor night. Lucas looked like he was trying a bit, but, again, wasn't having much luck. Chelsea didn't have to do much in the grand scheme of things. They didn't. I thought, for as good as Chelsea were for settling it, Spurs was so poor as well. Spurs was so poor. So poor, in fact, that Chelsea didn't have to come out second gear during the whole leg. Like, Chelsea did a better job in the first match, but fully deserved to go through. I'm not saying they don't at all, but Spurs was so poor. So poor. And it's really frustrating to see. And like I said, I have to say, I think Conte has to get a bit of stick with that as well, because I thought the team sheet was poor. I thought it was a defeated team going out already, and when you look at the team sheet, you get defeated fans and whatnot. And like I said, for them to start playing 60 minutes into the second leg, it's just unacceptable for me. I think it's woeful. Yeah, that's it, done now, isn't it? The FA Cup, probably not going to win that at all. Yeah, not good. Really frustrating night. For everything. There was a medical emergency in the towards the end of the game as well. So thoughts with that fan. I don't know too much about it, so I don't really want to sort of talk too much or speculate or anything about it. But hopefully, whoever was in trouble hopefully gets well soon. Bit of a poor night really. So we go again. Have to bounce back. It's the North London derby on Sunday. You have to bounce back. You have to. You need a reaction in those games. And I've said it before. You can't not turn up, especially at home. They have to turn up. They have to. There's no other options. No other alternatives. You have to turn up in the North London derby at home. You have to. So with that, I will see you guys in that video. We will see how it all turns out. I'm nervous. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So if you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button, like button, all that. Let me know down below in the comment section what you thought about the game and everything.